back to the Hit Squad, Chad Range alongside Jesse Finney. And I tell you what, Fox Sports 1, they're doing it up, they're doing it right. They're going to try to rival the mothership, ESPN, of course.
Not happening.
Not happening. Well, August 17th, you know it is happening, 2013, Boston, Massachusetts, TD Garden. Is that Madison Square Garden?
Yes,
I liked
sir.
it when they were just not sold out. But it's a great venue, and I tell you what, man, it's a great card. Shogun, Uriah versus Chael Sonnen. Overeem versus Travis Brown. I think that's a make or break fight for Overeem. He's really got to right the ship on there. And talk about righting the ship, Uriah Faber. He's going to be fighting on this card. Matt Brown, Mike Pyle, Uriah Hall, John Howard. And we're going to be doing the predictions. And I tell you what, right now, no one's hotter than this guy on the predictions. 35-12. We need to run the numbers for like the last. I think you're like 14-1 over your last picks. You've been on fire.
Luck.
That's good stuff.
Luck.
I mean,
and I'll say this: I haven't been doing anything different than I did before. So I mean,
really? So
I swear I really haven't. I mean, I haven't been doing anything different. It happens to be in my favor right now. It really is because the UFC match is so close.
They are.
You really can almost flip a coin. So we'll see.
And it continues to roll your way. I do want to touch before we get to the August 17th, man. There's a lot of good fights happening. I mean, really about a half day's drive from here. You got on the 28th, you can get to Indianapolis. Fox Sports 1 UFC Fight Night there. That's the 28th. Is that the one they have one that, I think that's on Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday night.
And then on the 31st, wasting no time, they got UFC 164 in Milwaukee.
Right,
so,
right.
I mean, yeah, boom,
Straight
boom.
up.
That's some good fights happening right here in the Midwest. But we're going to go ahead and tackle the main card happening this Saturday. Fox Sports 1 UFC Fight Night, Boston, Massachusetts, TD Garden, formerly Madison Square. Uriah Hall taking on John Howard. I'm a huge Uriah Hall fan. I mean, I think that he's got a huge future coming up in the UFC, and I'm going to go with him. I mean, I think that this is really kind of trying to put himself back into the forefront of the UFC. There he was on The Ultimate Fighter. Everybody was jocking him. Chael Sonnen, after one of his fights, said, "You could compete right now." Well, I think I think Uriah kind of read his own press clippings and thought, "This one's in the bag. I just got to go out here," and boom, Kelvin Gastelum beats him. Now, it's been quiet on the Uriah front, but now I really think that this is a huge fight, obviously, for him and for me. I'm interested to see what he's done differently. And like you said, you know, John Howard, it's get in his face. If you're going to beat Uriah Hall, that's what you do. There's no question about it. You push the fight. So I'm going with Uriah. I'm saying he's made the changes, and I'll put the ball in your court now.
I'll go and say that I will also stick with Uriah Hall in this fight. But Uriah Hall has also got something to prove here. John Howard just got the call up into the UFC, short notice fight. He's got something to prove, man. I mean, I'm talking about Uriah. Uriah, it's your time to shine. Here, this is it. You better go out and do something because you got a great fight. It's very winnable in your favor. But Howard, we'll see if Howard gets in his face. But I don't see it happening. I see Uriah Hall with actually a big knockout in this one.
I kind of agree. Boy, John Howard could play a big spoiler, though. I tell you what.
Well, Kelvin played a big spoiler as well.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see his next fight. I haven't heard when he's going to fight next.
He's fighting on 28th.
Is he? That would be, on the Free for Fox, huh? Nice. Well, also we got Matt Brown versus Mike Pyle, and this one.
I'm excited about this fight.
I'll let you go first on this one.
Well, the people that are out there that are actually diehards, and I guess I'm a diehard. I consider myself a diehard. I don't watch every single fight, but I like matchups like this. Two hungry guys. Mike Pyle's not a young guy, nor is Matt Brown. But I tell you something, these guys are both like edging their way like this, back and forth, back and forth. And I'm going to go with Mike Pyle on this. Mike Pyle took this fight on short notice over Matt Brown. Matt Brown is hot. He's burned me the last couple times because I keep voting against him. But I tell you something, man. Mike Pyle, he's a stud. He's a stud all the way around. He's got great jiu-jitsu. He's a good striker. And Matt Brown has just got heart and is going to stay on him. But I tell you something. Look for this could be fight of the night.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree to that. I'm going to go with Matt Brown. I got to make up some ground, and I think you don't bet against a winning
hot.
streak.
He's hot.
Yeah, when you're hot, you got to ride it till it's out. And Matt Brown is on fire. And you want to talk about someone else on fire, Uriah Faber. And you touched on this. I think Uriah's got back to fighting. He's not trying to sell clothes. He's not trying to run a gym. He's not trying to do it. I think he's a fighter now. Now, Yuri Alcantara, what do we know about Yuri?
I don't know if that's exactly how we say his last name.
Alcantara.
Okay.
I have no idea. Yeah, see?
All I know is,
Yuri.
like I told you before, is Uriah Hall is back to where he needs, or Uriah Faber is back to where he needs to be.
There are two
and
Uriahs.
he's back. I know, you never hear two Uriahs, right?
No, that's a
All in one show.
Good card.
You want to go ahead and take this pick here?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Uriah Faber. Again,
Okay.
I think he's red hot. I'm not going to bet against the hot hand. I did bet against him when he got back into his winning ways. And honestly, I thought this guy's done.
I was with you, and I actually took him on that one. But I
Yes,
actually
you did.
was with you. I was with you. I thought he was like, nah, well, his back's against the wall. This probably could be it. He's going to ride his ship. He's got some other businesses rolling. He's a smart guy.
Yep, I thought the California kid was
So
going to
did
ride
I.
off into the sunset.
But I'm going to go ahead and stick with Uriah Faber on this one as well.
Okay, we'll
I
both
mean,
go on.
he's back to his winning ways, and we'll see. Uriah, don't prove me wrong here. Uriahs.
Yeah,
Uriahs,
absolutely.
don't
Plural.
prove me wrong.
Uriahs. I don't know how you pluralize it. But hey, Alcantara, Overeem, Travis Brown. This is a big fight. For Overeem, I think. Like I said, I mean, I said make or break. I don't know if it's. I mean, he'll get another shot.
He's going to get. They got too much money invested
right
into him
in that
regardless.
guy. But I think Alcantara here, Overeem, is going through what Ryan Braun will be going through next time he takes the field.
Tons of pressure with zero steroids in your body.
Right. That is.
And I mean, like, and here's the deal. Travis Brown is a quality heavyweight on his way up real quick, but I think Alistair Overeem has something to prove here. And I think that if you're going to go with your hot hand, I'm going to go with Alistair Overeem on this one.
Oh, you jumped me. I like it.
Now, you had Uriah.
No, did I? I thought you went first.
No.
Who knows?
No.
I'm gonna take Overeem true. Although I do kind of
Do it.
waffling.
Don't do
See,
it.
no,
Do
you're gonna,
it,
you
do
know.
it, do it.
I agree. No, I think Overeem's in the exact kind of situation that we talked about Uriah Faber, where it looks like he's going to go down. I think he's going to kind of right the ship here, and I do think he'll get a win against Travis Brown, and hopefully, like I said, get going in the right direction that we know Overeem can. And now we got Shogun, hoo-ah, taking on Chael Sonnen. You want me to go first? You want to go first?
It's your turn.
I'm going to go with hoo-ha. I hate to do it because I've become a big Chael fan, but I think that maybe he's thinking more of the booth these days rather than training.
I agree with you on that.
You know,
I agree with you on that. But what I'm going to do, just for
giggles,
just for giggles,
you
I'm
make it close?
going to go with Chael Sonnen, and I think that both these guys are on the lighter side of their careers. I mean, they're both. I feel in the lesser part. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
But I also think that with Chael Sonnen, it's hard to bet against the man. He hasn't looked the best as of recent, and I know that. But I will also say that he's living in L.A. now, which is nice. Because he's so much in L.A. doing so much TV stuff. But hopefully he's getting in a better training camp. He's training with Mark Munoz a lot, so he's working on his wrestling a ton. And I think wrestling's going to be the key to this fight. I think he's going to put Marco on his back, and I think he's going to end up out-wrestling him for 3 rounds, and he's going to win the fight.
That should be good. And we'll, of course, have the results coming up on our next episode of the Hit Squad. Hey, we're kind of turning our attention to the local scene. Aaron Highfill, we're going to have an interview with him coming up next on 101sports.com.